Here in Week 12, the 7-3 Saints travel to Tampa Bay to take on the 2-8 Buccaneers. We'll start things off with those Buccaneers on offense at about midfield. Winston in the pocket finds Michael Evans over the middle, and he's able to get down to the 33-yard line. A few plays later, they need a conversion on 3rd and 3, and Winston hooks up with O.J. Howard, gets them inside the 10. Couple plays later, Jameis would find Lewis Jr. in the back of the end zone, and the Bucs strike first in this one. 7-0 is their lead. Later on in the first quarter, the Saints take over on offense as Teddy Two Gloves finds his tight end Hill and gets into Buccaneers territory. A few plays later, it's 2nd and 2, and Winston finds Thomas on the out route. Now they're inside the red zone, now on the 4, 3rd and 3. It's a slant route to Tavon Austin. Touchdown, Saints. They tie this game up at 7. And we move on to the next Buccaneers drive now in the second quarter. Handoff to Doug Martin, runs through a defender, and then gets taken down inside the 10-yard line. Unfortunately for the Bucs, they would settle for a field goal. 10-7 is their lead. Now we pick things up with the Saints on offense. Teddy in the shotgun from his own 27 with a beautiful throw just over the head of the defender to Brandon Coleman, who proceeds to outrun the rest of the defense. The Rutgers product goes 72 or 73 yards to the promised land. It's a 14-10 Saints lead, but then on the ensuing kickoff, John gets it, and he proceeds to outrun the entire Saints special teams unit. He goes all the way to the house. Huge kick return for a touchdown, 103 yards. It's a 17-14 lead for the Buccaneers. And then the Saints back on offense. Teddy Two Gloves over the middle. He has Hill, gets them into Buccaneers territory. Now down to the 7-yard line. It's a play-action rollout. Teddy off his back foot on the run, finds Kuhn in the end zone. The fullback punches it in. Teddy's 3rd passing touchdown of the day, and it's a 21-17 lead. Later in the second quarter, Teddy gets sacked. He fumbles on the play. It's picked up by the Buccaneers, and they're going the other way with it. So Tampa Bay on offense, they're inside the 5-yard line. Winston is going to lob one up into the corner, but it's picked off by Marshawn Lattimore, and he is going to take it all the way the length of the field. Nobody in front of him. Outruns the entire Buccaneers team, but it's going to be called back on a roughing the passer. So the Bucs get the ball back, they settle for a field goal, and it's only a 1-point lead for the Saints heading into halftime. So second half action, Saints on offense. 3 tight end formation as Teddy Two Gloves finds Waller, who goes up and gets it. Brings it down and goes all the way to the house. 78 yards for the touchdown, and Teddy has his 4th passing touchdown of the day. 28-20 is the lead for the Saints. Buccaneers on offense now. Winston in the shotgun, somehow threads the needle there and gets it to Hughes. Now they're inside the 5. It's going to be a handoff to Dion Lewis, who gets it into the end zone. They would also get the 2-point conversion, and we're all tied up at 28. Move things on later in the third quarter. The Saints drive down the field. Teddy finds Del Greco in the corner of the end zone, the rookie tight end for his first career touchdown reception, as it's going to be a 35-28 lead. Fourth quarter action, Saints trying to extend their lead, but instead, Hill, with the strangest attempt to catch the ball ever, goes right past him into the hands of Levante David. And now the Buccaneers are going the other way with it, and they're about to strike and push this game into overtime. But instead, Winston is going to be picked off by Anthony Walker Jr., and he's going to attempt to run it all the way back, but he is tripped up at about the 45-yard line, and that's going to be your ball game as the New Orleans Saints come with the victory in this one, 35-28 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Saints improved to 8-3 on the year, while the Bucs dropped to 2-9. With that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for this edition of New Orleans Saints football. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.
The world gets still. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down, is the hardest thing